which is fine. Like, he looked a little short anyway. Hi guys, oh my god, welcome back. I know you're like, who are you at this point, because I've been gone for so long, and honestly I wish I had a good excuse, like, oh, I had COVID, or oh, I've just been really stressed out. The fact of the matter is, it's none of those things. I just got inconsistent and lazy and a little discouraged for a little bit, but I am back, and I promise to be more consistent from here on out and delivering the stories to you every week. I definitely feel like that disappears on you and then hits you up like 3 months later and likes your picture on Instagram like, what's up, like nothing happened. Yeah, I'm him. Sorry. Anyway, I have a fantastic story for you guys this week. As you can see from the title, I shot my shot and I missed.
Oh my god.
Now, I need you guys' help like determining what happened here, because I honestly don't know what happened. So I need you guys to help me break it down. I need you, help me help you, because I don't understand what happened. I thought I was clear. Apparently I wasn't. We're gonna get into it right now. Grab your popcorn, get your I know you missed me. Let's get into this hair definition today because it is popping, and let's get to it. Hi guys. Okay, so this story goes as followed. Here is a little background information. There is this guy that I have known since childhood. Like, him and his family lived right across the street from me and my family. It was like 3 brothers and there were 3 sisters. So it was just like, yeah, we were all friends, right? But nothing ever came of it. Like, no one tried to date anybody. We were all just cool, right? So I've known him my entire life. So now, current day and age, I follow him on social media. And as I said before, he has never tried to hit on me. So I had no reason to think that he would be interested in me, right? It's like 100 years later and you've never shown an interest. Why would you be interested now? Anyway, so I have noticed on social media that he has a pretty beautiful bunch of friends, okay? Like, his friends are fine. And my thirsty ass noticed it a long time ago, like just consistent baddies like lined up, right? So I'm like, oh dang, he got him a cute little bunch of friends, right? So one day I had my eye on one little friend in particular because I was like, Anyway, so one day he DMs me, which is not uncommon. He will DM me from time to time. Again, nothing inappropriate, nothing flirty, nothing. Like, he just friend, just on some friendship. So he hits me up and tells me that he's having a pool party and if I want to come. So I'm like, dang, this is a perfect opportunity to run into his fine little friend and just, you know, meet my husband. Anyway, so he's like, oh, what are you doing today? I'm having a little Sunday fun day. Like, why don't you come by? And I didn't even think of it like, oh, he's inviting me somewhere, because I was like, oh, I'm hanging out with Star. And he was like, oh yeah, perfect. You guys pull up, like, come, you know, Sunday fun day, like, it's going to be a good time. So I'm like, cool. Like, but at the time, I believe Star was out here, but she was getting on my nerves and we wasn't talking and we was mad at each other. So I really didn't have a thirst accomplice to go with me. Like, I had none of my friends. Like, Star's the only friend that I would call for something like that. It's like, look, we're gonna go to this pool party so that I can, you know, spy with my little eye the fine friends of the bunch, right? So Star's the only person that I'm like, would do that with, and we're talking. So I knew I wasn't gonna be able to make the party, and I was really bummed about it because, like, here goes my chance, there goes my husband. Anyway, so I was just like, you know, he probably invited a ton of people, like, he's not worried about if I come or not. But at around 7:30, I get a DM with little eyes, okay? And we all know what the little eyes mean, and maybe I read into it wrong. This is where I need you guys to help me out. Like, maybe I'm reading into this too much, right? So if somebody sends you the little eyes, it means they're checking for you, right? Where are you at? That's what that DM meant. Where are you at, right? And so now I'm starting to rethink the invitation. I'm like, wait a minute. Did he invite me because he wanted me to come and he wanted to like inviting me as his guest? Or it was just a casual invite like me and Star, like I thought. Like I'm like, no, this is just a casual invite. Like me and Star are gonna pull up and I'm gonna meet all your fine friends. So he sends the eyes, and that's when I'm like, okay, let me make this clear as day, because I don't want him to get the wrong idea that like I was gonna pull up to this party for him. So let me make this clear as day. And I'm gonna read you what I said verbatim, because I need to know where I went wrong. Okay, so whatever, there's the address, Sunday fun day, pull up anytime after 3. There goes the eyes. There we go. So there goes the eyes. So I'm like, okay, he's checking for me, whatever. So I was like, hey, not gonna be able to make it, but let me know about the next one. I was hoping to run into your fine little friend. Right? To me, that's clear as day. Let me know about the next one. I wanna run into your fine friend. So he goes, LOL, that was your job tonight. So I'm like, my job was to run into your fine little friend? Like, and I'm like, to bump into your fine little friend, question mark, LOL. And he's like, yep. So at this point, I'm thinking we're on the same page. Like, okay, you was trying to hook me up with one of your friends. Which one is it? Because I got my eye on a specific one, but it's just not picky. I will take one from the assortment of finies that you have.
Hi, how are you?
So he's like, I'm like, because at this point I'm like, he doesn't even know who I'm talking about. So I'm like, you don't even know who I'm talking about. And he goes, who are we talking about then? So I'm like, at this point, I'm really confused. And I'm like, who are you talking about? Because I'm like, does he have a specific friend in mind, or did he just mean generally? Say hi to Rascal back there. That's my baby boy. And I was like, who are you talking about? And he goes, are you shooting your shot or what? Let's get on the same page then. And I'm like, okay, all right. So he knows that I'm shooting my shot at one of his friends. That's clear, right? Is that not clear? I feel like that's clear. I am shooting my shot at one of your friends.
Oh my God.
Not necessarily shooting it at you. Anyway, so I was like, because if I shoot my shot and I miss, I'm gonna be pissed. Which from the title of this video, he goes, I'm lost. I'm like, me too. And he goes, you're not gonna miss, just shoot. But I'm like, if you don't know who I'm talking about, how do you know I'm not going to miss? So now I'm starting to rethink this whole conversation, and I'm like, you think I'm shooting my shot at you? Let me know what you think. Where am I going wrong in this conversation? Like, I'm trying to run into your finest friend. I'm trying to shoot my shot. So that there was no confusion, I sent a picture of his friend that I was talking about. Like, I mean, at this point, I'm confused. You're confusing me. I don't know if you think I'm talking about you. I don't know if you're clear that I'm talking about a friend. At this point, I'm confused. And so to clear up all of this confusion, I just sent a picture of the friend I was talking about. And then he just writes, LOL.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Okay, like, no, like, oh, that's so-and-so, or oh, he has a girlfriend, or oh, he loves you too. That's the friend I was talking about too. He just wrote LOL, and that was the end of that. So I was like, I shot my shot, and I did miss, but not because, you know, of me, but because it's like, you are obviously like a hater. Like, you're not gonna tell your friend that like I just am digging him. No? Okay. So I'm really confused, like where I went wrong in this conversation. Like I started like reading it back, and I'm like, that was your job tonight? But like maybe he meant like, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Where did I go wrong? Like, was he talking about himself? Like, because after I sent the picture with a friend, he didn't really say anything anymore. So I'm like, was he talking about himself? And now he just feels a little moted, like that I was actually talking about somebody else. Like, how did he know that like I was gonna shoot my shot and like not miss if he wasn't talking about himself specifically? I don't know. I was really confused. So I did some digging and I found out that the friend that I was actually talking about does in fact have a girlfriend, which he could have just said that. Like, what do you think I'm gonna go do? Cry? Like, it's like you could have just told me instead of just saying LOL, like I put myself out there and you're just gonna LOL me. You're like, that's a curve. You know what I mean? Like, you just curved me with that LOL. Like, you didn't say nothing. You just let me express myself and put all my feelings out there just to LOL me. You know, so I did shoot my shot, but I did miss, technically, but I didn't shoot my shot at the friend and miss. I still don't know to this day if he even told the friend, because at the end of the day, you a hater if you didn't tell your friend. Even if he does, like if he did have a girlfriend, like you could tell him like, oh, this girl like blah blah blah, and then it's like, or you could have told me he has a girlfriend. Like what the hell? So I did find out that my boyfriend had a girlfriend, which is fine. Like, he looked a little short anyway. But yeah, this story just confused the shit out of me. And now it's like super awkward. Like, I don't really DM him anymore. I don't really know what to say because it's like, I don't know what happened and I need some explanation. So you guys tell me, where did I go wrong? Or was he talking about himself? Or was I clear? Because I thought I was clear as glass. Anyway, that's my story. This is like the second time that I've put myself out there and it has not been in my favor. You know, I would just like to point out that I sent these messages to my friends as they were happening, and all of my friends were on board with me. They were like, oh no, he definitely knows you're talking about a friend. And they were all just as confused as me because they're the ones who encouraged me to just send the picture of the nig that I actually was talking about. So you guys. So yeah, that's my story. Let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And if you would like me to stay consistent and you would like to see me every week, I can't do this by myself, guys. I only have so much stories to tell and so much business to share, and I done told you all my motherfucking business, so now I want to hear your business, okay? So make sure you send your stories to storytimewithrikkii@gmail.com or send them to me. You can voice note me on Instagram. And let's get this channel popping. Like, it's so cool to learn from each other's mistakes and learn from, you know, or hear past experiences that we've probably all experienced ourselves. Like, I get a lot of feedback from you guys saying like, oh my God, like the same thing happened to me or something similar happened to me. And you guys love hearing and sharing each other's stories. So send me some of stories so I can share them, because that's the only way that I can thrive and survive. Okay, so I will see you next week, guys. Okay, bye.